The Will-o'-the-Wisps Visit Town. On a bright, fresh morning, the Moor-woman stood at the very edge of the moor, curious about the lively town shimmering in the distance. Her heart sparkled with wonder and excitement, holding her little lantern ready to explore. Suddenly, 3 cheerful will-o'-the-wisps floated out from the tall grass, spinning and twirling with laughter. Their friendly light made the morning feel even more magical, catching the Moor-woman's delighted eyes. High in an old tree, the wise old owl opened his eyes and spoke. He reminded everyone that adventures in town are best shared gently and kindly, so everyone feels welcome and safe. With cheerful spirits and wise advice, the Moor-woman, her will-o'-the-wisps, and the old owl set off down the path. The sun smiled above as they headed for the wonderful town, ready to meet new friends. At last, they reached the busy town square. The Moor-woman gazed around in wonder, while the will-o'-the-wisps glowed with excitement, amazed by all the sights and sounds of the bustling market. The kind shoemaker greeted them with a big wave and a bright smile. He showed off his wonderful shoes and told stories that warmed everyone's hearts, making his shop feel like the friendliest place in town. The will-o'-the-wisps began to spin and twirl above the fountain, painting the air with shimmering patterns. Everyone laughed and clapped, enchanted by the beautiful, gentle display. Inside his cozy shop, the kind shoemaker knelt and gifted the Moor-woman a tiny pair of bright, comfortable shoes. The will-o'-the-wisp glowed extra bright with happiness. When a little child lost her kitten, the Moor-woman offered her lantern to light the way, while the will-o'-the-wisp shone along every dark corner. Even the old owl nodded in approval from his perch. With the will-o'-the-wisp leading the way, they found the kitten safe in a cozy basket. The child's smile was as bright as the wisps, and everyone cheered with happiness. As evening fell, the wise old owl watched everyone's kindness shine brighter than any lantern. He spread his wings, feeling proud of friends who cared so gently for one another. As the sun dipped low, the Moor-woman waved a happy goodbye to her new friends. The will-o'-the-wisp sparkled with joy, promising to visit again whenever good cheer was needed. The will-o'-the-wisp promised always to return whenever someone needed a little light and laughter. Their tiny lights danced like stars, keeping the night cheerful and bright. Back on his favorite branch, the old owl smiled and softly hooted goodnight. He felt proud, knowing that the world was a little brighter when friends shared kindness and light. Back on the peaceful moor, the Moor-woman's heart felt full of joy. She knew she and her friends had made the world a little brighter with every gentle, glowing step they had taken together.